Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 53-degree Wednesday, the 4th of October, 2023. Well, this year's just racking up and heading for the end in a hurry, isn't it? Does that every year. There's those pauses, like in the middle of summer, where it just seems like summer's going to be here forever. And you actually get to the point you complain that the days are too hot. I don't feel like doing stuff, it's too hot. And always, it spins around and you're going, I wish I had them hot days back. But it is what it is. Been through quite a few of these seasons in my lifetime. They're not, hopefully don't stop anytime soon. But anyway, beautiful Wednesday morning. Kind of, that one of those fresh mornings that kind of gives you hope for the day kind of a thing, huh? But anyway, babbling. Let's get on to work. Well, Mama, it's only 57 here. It's kind of dark and dingy.
It is.
Man.
It's not supposed to rain, but it's very...
Yeah.
It has that look.
Yeah. Doesn't initially have a happy look to it.
Mm-mm.
Well, Mama, we've made it to hump day. How about that?
We did.
Ding.
Gotta get on the other side.
Yeah. Just clicking along as the week goes by. Next thing you know, it's the weekend again.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Well, Mama, have yourself a wonderful hump day.
You too.
And I'll see you as the day goes on.
All right.
All right. I copied you on that email about that BMW fuel system stuff, yeah. We got a customer we think got the stuff that's meant for service only, so got to deal with that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, user and watcher Grumpy Man, for your comment on the TFT. Dear Lord, I looked at this thing about 2 or 3 times. I was going to dig deeper because this just, it moves. There's some movement in that thing. La 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 la. Open up your windshield. It's like taking the TF or the nav out of the old ones. Push a little button right in there. Here's your happy little phone. She's sitting in there just charging away. Great. So, very, very convenient phone storage. And again, this morning, it's still working. But thanks for that comment. That's awesome. I just don't tinker around with that stuff on these things. But I was definitely, because I was like, man, that thing looks like it can move. And I didn't realize this button was there. So, just like I did to figure all this out, open the owner's manual. Guess what pops up? Tells you where you put your phone. And pretty cool. Anyways, it's kind of nasty out here today. I don't know if the guy's even going to come pick this thing up. It's not raining at the moment, but for the moment I'm working on a Washington State Patrol Police bike. It's just a simple service at this point. And there's a second one that's in here. It's got a tire power, which is the one, if you guys remember, that had the wiring harness had to replace. But the rear RDC or tire pressure monitoring system sensor is acting buggy. So I guess they're going to put a tire on it upstairs, and they'll bring it down here, and I'll program the tire sensor into it. Now that I've got the thing that reads it like it's supposed to, who would have known that they changed them in, what was that, 21, 22? I had no idea. Super nice tech line dude at BMW pointed me to this really cool kind of hidden internal site through the system there on how to download the software and flash it to that monitor reader. And no matter what trick you do, the only way that system is going to allow a new tire pressure monitor to be entered is when you scan it with that tool. The system knows, and it sends it back, and it records the serial number of the scanner and everything, and it goes, you're good. It writes it in. Crazy. The things you come across. In a million years. I should have been... Is this a newer one? No, this is an old one. Because they've had this thing for years. Because your nav sets in this module here. I don't know if it's powered up or not. If it is, it'll... Nope. Don't have a key for it. But anyway, you push that button. If the fob's nearby, the shield comes up, nav pops out, and you take the nav out the top. And you load it back in when you want to use it. Most people, like, there's one sitting in there. Just shove it in and you leave it in there. But the windscreen has to be up. With these, you push the button and it realizes you're trying to do that, and it just opens up. Oh, this is a used bike. So the guy just probably left his nav in there. That's the old system. There's your antenna for your key fob. If you ever have to use your wallet key or emergency key, or the battery dies in your fob, just lay that thing up on the tank right there. This will read it. You'll get a flashing light the whole time saying your fob battery's bad, or if you lost your fob and you're using your emergency key, you'll get a flashing warning that's saying that your fob is missing. Yeah. Thanks to a viewer, I learned something about the newer K1600s. That has the same little stash tray up there. You're just using the phone instead of a Nav 6 or 7 or whatever one you're using. Cool beans. All right, let me get this thing done. Polarized bikes. It's about getting almost that time of year they're going to stop riding these things. Well, they still get out there when it's nice. But whew, they're cold. That's why you got lots of heated gear stuff on there. He doesn't, yeah, he's got one. All these things, they have that same SW Motec tank bag. Oh, I took that thing apart. I don't know if I don't know, I didn't even discuss that. I took it apart, and I think it was after we went to Forrest Gump Point, and we drove one out, went through these canyons, and then we popped into, I think it was Arizona we went into. But went into Arizona, you got in these, yeah, it was Arizona. Got in these crazy dust storms. I mean, it's stinging. Any exposed skin you had. I was wearing that BRP wicking jacket. I don't even know what you call the thing. But that thing blows up on my sleeves, so my arms were exposed inside there. Man, it was stinging. It was getting, that coat fits tight on me, so I got nothing under my helmet. But David... he was getting it in the neck between his coat and his helmet. Stinging like heck. So why, I mean, how many days did we drive after that? And never an issue. But when I took the thing apart, it was full of that Arizona desert dust that was blowing around. And it got up in the mechanics of it and just wedged everything up. So I... literally with a poof can of air, I sat there, my little RC car, little nook where I work on the cars, took the thing apart and seen all the dust in there, walked down the front porch and blasted it out with canned air, and I put a little a white lithium grease in there just to make it a little extra slippery, and I put it back together and it worked perfectly fine. But yeah, of all things, Arizona desert sand dust got underneath there and was wedging all that stuff. And all the years I've had that tank bag on that thing, never had an issue. I don't remember what I did. I think kind of the same thing. I just had a bunch of junk in here and cleaned it out. So it's super easy to take the thing apart. So maybe once every 3 or 4 years, whatever, I should probably take it apart. But it had no sign of getting stiff at all. The mechanism, just when it was pouring, maybe the crazy rain got all that sand and stuff wet, and that's what ultimately locked it up. But yeah, kind of scary when you need gas, like right now, and you're sick as a dog, you just want to get home. But anyway, I'm bouncing. Since I had this thing in here, there's been 2 other police bikes in here. Tim He's got that Harley world kind of sunk into him pretty good. You know, you guys own Harleys, you know, you don't fill the oil up. You know, check your oil, and it needs to be halfway on the stick if you're gonna be doing any high-speed running, because it'll blow into the airbox. Well, these are wet sup motors. You don't do that to them. You fill them to the upper level, you know, verify. Well, we've had a couple of them come in going, I got this oil light flashing. It's the oil, it's the oil level light. And that last one, it took probably about 850 cc's to get it to the full mark, and it hasn't been that long since he did a service on it. And he would say, Tim, not a Harley, fill it to the top. No halfway on the stick stuff. I just need to take it for a quick little rip. I did discover he was literally just right to the metal on his pads. Rear pads, fronts are fine. So put him a set of fresh new BMW pads on there. Got him all purdied up. It's just a simple service on this one. This must have been visitor day or something. Folks haven't seen in a while, and coming down chit-chatting with me, catching up on old war stories and stuff. This one dude, he's long time customer. Man, goes way back. The early 2000s. Alright, you're turning, I'm taking it. But yeah, he's still riding BMWs. He's got a 2015 GSA and I don't remember what year, but earlier this year he bought himself a R1250R, and he's enjoying the heck out of that. He's enjoying himself. Yeah, let's run down the alley here. What the heck? Oh, there's my guy. He's probably he's riding a police bike today. Yep. I work on these too. Show you how long I've been doing this. I work back on the old chips style KZ1000Ps. What a joy those were to work on. Weren't a joy to ride, man. That was one. Even in the day, that was a horrible motorcycle. I don't know how they rode them things as fast as they did, but they did. They ripped right along. Man, I test ride those things. I'm like, I don't know how in the world you catch anybody on one of these things. They handled so bad. Brakes were bad. They had a hinge in between the seat and the tank. You know, they get into this cowl wobble thing. If you dared push them that hard, they had no power. They're just big, heavy, but they live forever. But yeah, worked on a lot of them. Big old number 630 chains they had on them. Big enough you could drive a train with them things. That's what my old Honda CBX had on it, a 630 chain. You guys that haven't been around at least 30 years or maybe longer wouldn't even know what a 630 chain looks like. Big, really big. Oh, that's a nice hole going in there now. I don't think driving down my little cutaways doing me a lot of good now. They're coming. If you think about it, you lose your balance. If you just go in it, don't think nothing about it, just commit. You'll clear that gap every time. You sit there and ponder about it, it gets you in trouble. These old RTs, boy, they just go and go and go. What these police guys put these things through is a testament of their durability, that's for dang sure. They are not kind to these things. They're out to do a job and they're gonna get it done. There's our sea to sky. Look at that. He commented once, I think he was saying, yeah, bored one day, just come see it out there, come take it for a ride. I would never take him up on that, but I appreciate the offer. It's very kind of him. Who doesn't love a sea to sky? There's some people that just flat down don't like that. Oh, look at that. I just had the back wheel over just enough that I couldn't roll. But I guess some people are offended by green. I personally don't know how that's even possible, but whatever. But thanks for chit chat and a quick little test ride on a police bike. All right, it's gonna be it for the ride today. Quick one. Well, hello there, YouTube. Girls out there running around like crazy. That grass is turning all green behind us.
Yep.
I'll be mowing the lawn in the fall. Get this cleared up. Then we come down our road. Great big old deer standing in the middle of the road.
So beautiful.
It was froze between the Abby, Madison, and Danny and us. So it slowly walked off to the side. It just kind of hung in the bushes right there beside the road, waiting for us to pass.
That's so beautiful.
It's probably the one that's been eating all the apples out of the apple tree this year.
Which is very nice.
Yeah, no apple mess this year.
Yeah.
Deers have flat cleared that thing out. So, anyway, that was a fun day today. We got a little ride in. The weather was nice. And, yeah, it was a good day overall. No complaints. Were you busy?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't even ask on the way home. We had to stop and go to Kaiser because prescriptions and stuff were running out. And the mail order wasn't going to be fast enough, so I just go in. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I guess we'll roll on that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. All right.
See you in the morning.
Yep. We'll start this all over again tomorrow.
Yes.
Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.